Hey there, Matthew Angelo Sobolski, author of Find Your Playlist. I want to spend a few minutes with you just giving you an idea about what Find Your Playlist is, what it's about, and why you might want to purchase it. So, Find Your Playlist is really a memoir about how I used music to get me through my darkest points in life. And now, people that know me might be saying, well, what dark points? Because on the outside, I had a very well-paying job. I had opportunity to possibly have a stake in the company. I had a great family. I had a beautiful girlfriend. I had a nice car, nice place to live, cute dog. But on the inside, I wasn't happy. On the inside, it was a completely different outlook. On the outside, everything seemed good. Everything seemed great, actually. People would never suspect that anything was going wrong on the inside. But on the inside, I couldn't take it anymore. On the inside, almost 20 years worth of drug and alcohol abuse, partying, failures, arrests, mistakes had taken its toll on me. Because on the outside, everything looked great, but on the inside, I had nothing. On the inside, I didn't have the one thing that I wanted, which was control of my life, control of my thoughts, control of my actions. And I felt like there was no way out. I felt like this was just who I was and how things were going to be, so accept it. And I couldn't accept it. I was well into my 30s, and I was tired of the failure. I was tired of the letdown. I was tired of feeling that way, feeling like I didn't have control. And when you feel like that, it can build up and manifest itself, and it did, to the point where I just was ready to give up on life. And Find Your Playlist is about how the music is the one thing that spoke to me, the one thing that helped me pull through that rock bottom. And I've had quite a few rock bottoms. I've had rock bottoms that should have been rock bottom but weren't. They probably were worse than this one, but the last one was the one that just did it for me. And music was the thing that spoke to me when nothing else would. My family and friends had poured their support into me, but I couldn't see it. The negativity far outweighed anything else that anyone was telling me, but the music spoke to me. It wasn't until I was in a very reflective state of mind that the songs that I had heard over and over thousands of times before began to speak to me in ways that I could never comprehend before. And that's what Find Your Playlist is about. It's about how during that time period I developed and went through these songs that literally I felt were written for me, because they spoke truth into what was going on in my life. And they also spoke volumes about what I needed to do to move on in life, to move past the point at which I was at. See, music is the one thing that since the beginning of time has been able to transcend race, religion, ethnicity. It's the one thing that probably has the potential to actually unite us again. And it's the one thing that when all else failed, spoke to me and helped me to develop my playlist, which ultimately helped me find my purpose. So that's what Find Your Playlist is about. It's about how you can use music to relate it to your life. I mean, how often have you been in a bad mood and had one of your favorite songs come on and just completely turn your mood around? That's what it did for me, and that's what I think this book can do for you. It can help you to understand who you are through music. It can help you find your purpose. Maybe you can relate to the situation that I was in. Maybe not on the same level, but on some level you've been there. So Find Your Playlist is about finding your why, finding out what it is you are meant to do. If you're feeling empty or stuck in life, Find Your Playlist might be the catalyst that gets you out, that moves you forward. It was the playlist that I developed was what moved me from where I was in the direction to where I wanted to be. I'm not going to guarantee that you make $1 million. I'm not going to say any of that. All I'm going to say is that this book, I think, will help you move in the direction of your goals. You see, we only get one shot at this thing called life. And I knew I was nowhere near the things that I had wanted to do in life. If I had done and followed through on the thoughts that went through my head, would I be happy with what I had done and the difference I had made in this life? And I would not have. I am now. Through finding my playlist, through music, it helped me figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. So my hope is that if you read, if you buy, first of all, you've got to buy it. And when you buy it and then you read it, is that the content in there will help you figure out what your playlist is, what your purpose is, what your why is. So guys, that's what Find Your Playlist is all about. I hope that you'll purchase it, and I hope that it makes a positive impact and a positive difference in your life. Again, guys, Matthew Angelo Sobolski. I'm the author of Find Your Playlist. So take the first step toward the next step in your life and click on the button below and lock up your copy of Find Your Playlist.